In this video, I'm going to show you the difference between functions and formulas in Microsoft Excel. I'm going to use the total and average to illustrate the difference. So a function is a predefined mathematical expression that they are already defined by the program, while formulas are user-defined mathematical expressions that are designed by the user. So you can design them in the way that you want. But functions, they are predefined and they come with the software, so you cannot modify them, you just use them. So I'm going to illustrate the difference by calculating the total using the formula and total using the function, and then average using function, and then average using a formula. So let's start with calculating the total using a function. So the function that is used to calculate the total is called the sum function, so which is equals to sum, and then we define the range, which is from the math to the chemistry, which is B2 to F2, and then close, then click enter. Now we've used the sum function, which is a predefined mathematical expression. So I can move the cursor to this end, I can copy to the bottom, and it reflects in all the other cells. So that's how you use a function. That's an example of a function, which is sum. So let's use a formula to calculate. So as I said, a formula is a user-designed mathematical expression. So the user just designs it. So I'm going to use a formula which is equals to B2 plus C2 plus D2 plus F2 up to there, and then click enter. It's B2 C2 D2 E2, I forgot to add E2, plus E2 plus E2. Okay, that's now correct. Let's copy. Now the results are the same, but right here I've used the function which is sum, define the range, and here use the functionally use the formula. So as you can see, formulas are very tedious to use if you are working with a very large spreadsheet and you have very many data values to work with. That's why functions are very easy and user friendly, because you can just use a range to define a very large data piece. For example, you can have records from number 1 to number 10,000. You can just define from B1 to B10,000, and it will just add all those, or it will find the average all, or it will calculate the maximum or minimum. So formulas can be used when you're working with very small data, or when you want to calculate specific type of a function of a task that is not found in a function, that is not found in the spreadsheet. Also, let's calculate the average using a function. So we're going to use the average function. Average, let's define the range, which is B2 to F2, B2 to F2, and then close, and then enter. So the average for James is 66.4. Let's move down, 67, 75, 64 up to the last one student, which is 49. So let's use a formula to calculate the average. So to calculate the average using a formula, we can take this function, which is G2, or which is G2 is equals to G2, and then we divide by the total number of subjects, which are 2, 3, 4, 5, which are 5 subjects. Divide by 5, and then enter. We've gotten the same exact answer, but we did not use this function, which is average. We just calculated manually, which is G2, which is this one, divided by the total number of subjects. So guys, that's the difference between functions and formula. Functions are computer defined. They come with the pre-installed in the spreadsheet program, while formula are user defined expressions which you can just write by yourself without having to use the functions. So guys, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.